Good evening, Philippines. Welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. Yours truly, once again, Francois is your pageant correspondent. So we are live simultaneously on Facebook page and, of course, on our YouTube channel. And if you are new to our YouTube channel, please do, guys, subscribe and click the bell notification so that you will get notified whenever we release new videos. And please do follow and like as well our Facebook page for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please do follow us on all our social media platforms. It's Pageant Mag Philippines across social media platforms. By the way, guys, you can also support us by sending stars for our streaming subscriptions. And that is by sending stars, by the way. If you have any questions later on, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. All right. So I believe that you guys are all very excited to meet our guest for this evening. So without further ado, our esteemed guest for this evening, or for tonight rather, are Mr. Grand Philippines 2022 candidates. So please do welcome Ronniel.
Hello guys, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat, and especially for our viewers and to our host, Sir Francio, at saka kay Sir ano rin po, Dondi. Salamat po sa inyo
All
for
right.
having us for tonight.
And of course, we have here Edcel.
Hi, magandang gabi po sa inyong
Hi.
lahat. I am Edcel from province of Iloilo po. Magandang gabi po, sir.
Good evening. And of course, with me tonight is my co-host, Dandy, from a Pageant Mag correspondent as well.
Yeah, good evening everyone. I'm Dondi. I'm the correspondent of Pageant Mag Philippines, live from Cebu.
All right.
Welcome to
Yes.
Pageant Mag Philippines live
Good
session.
evening, everyone. So how are you doing? Actually, guys, we have 4 guests for tonight. Unfortunately, 2 of our guests are having difficulties on their internet connection. However, we are trying to bring them to you guys. Okay, so can we have Ronniel? Ronniel, could you introduce yourself?
Yes guys, again, my name is Ronniel
Can you tell
Absalud.
us something more about yourself, rather?
Okay, so I am 25 years old, live in Hirona, Tarlac. And I graduated as Bachelor of Elementary Education po in CIT College sa Paniki. And I have a lot of experience when it comes to work, especially in sales po. Nag-start po ako ng first work experience ko sa Manila. Nagtrabaho din po ako sa Trinoma, if you know there, sa malapit sa SM Norte as a previous consultant. And sa lahat ng mga sumunod ng work ko, after po noon, nag-call center din ako sa Southern Global Service. And lahat ng mga sumunod ng work ko is connected po siya sa sales actually. And the last work that experience is, Samsung promoter po ako ng mga TV po. Ayan, and after that, nag-focus muna po ako ulit sumali sa mga pageants and mga runways, model. Yun, dire-diretso po akong nanalo. Nag-start po akong sumali noong March. Nung nag-decide po akong ulit sumali noong March. Actually, I've been in this industry for how many years? Nag-start akong sumali ng mga pageants noong 2015, if not mistaken. 2013 po, mga ganyan. Then nag-stop ako 2017 to focus on my studies, to finish yung college ko po. Yan, after ako mag-stop ng college, actually COVID graduate po ako. Yan, nag-work muna ako. I will also have gumawa rin po ako ng business ko nung time na pandemic. Nagluluto po ako ng mga silog, ganyan. Pero dinideliver po namin yon. I have a partner po from Moncada, pangalan po niya si Jornard Tolentino, and ayan, ginawa po namin yung business na yon to support ourselves sa mga finances namin. And yun, after po noon, nag-decide na po ako mag-work sa Samsung. And the interesting about that is, kung natatandaan ko po during this last 2 years, December po yun, in just 13 days, I was able to sell amount of 1.8 million pesos in just 13 days. So
Wow.
I guess that is the greatest achievement for me in my sales industry. And after
Mhm.
that po, yun na, nag-decide na ako mag-focus dito sa modeling po. May nabalitaan ko na may mga runways kaso wala pa pong mga ganong mga pageants noon. And
Mhm.
after nun, dire-diretso na po. Simula nung March, puro po titles ang hawak natin sa mga runway modeling. And then, sumali po ako ng mga pageants hanggang sa nakilala po ako ng ito po, ng Mr. Gan Philippines. Which is why na lumaban po ako ngayon dito sa nationals po natin. Yan lang po.
Wow, that's great. Congratulations,
Thank
ah.
you po, thank you, thank you.
And for sure malaki yung commission mo dun sa 1.8 million na sa ano
Yes,
no
sir.
na
Yes, po.
nabenta mo. Anyways, we would like to welcome as well Mico Casabuena from Ilocos, right? So he's here with us tonight. And of course, good evening to Sir Mark De Luna Alvero. Hello, sir. Good evening. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. Okay, so yes, thank you so much, Miko. So, Edsel, can you tell us more about yourself as well? Something interesting facts, something that we could know as well.
Sir?
Oh, asan nawala siya? Oh, nawala siya. And of course, another here with us is
Mico.
Armel. Yes,
Hello
we
po.
also have Armel here.
Sorry po. Andre.
Okay. Yes, that's fine, Armel. Good evening to you, Armel.
Good evening po.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening
And
sa
there
lahat.
you are. So, Armel, we've already started the interview. So, we are actually on the part wherein we are asking you guys to tell something about yourself, something interesting facts that you are just ano ba, that you can just share to us and to the people as well, to our viewers.
Hello guys, good evening po. My name is Armel Camado. I'm 22 years old, currently working for TBC Production, and I'm from Davao del Norte.
Okay. Can you tell us about your pageant experiences if you have, and of course your educational background and working experience if you've been working? Oh, ayun, nawala siya. So all we have again is
Oh, maybe po
Ronniel.
na medyo mano yung connection nila kasi malakas po ang ulan natin for tonight po kaya nagkakaroon ng problema po siguro.
Is it? Um,
Yes po.
ayun. So let's move forward. Um, So, Roniel, you mentioned
Yes.
a while ago that you eventually decided to focus on pageantry, right? And of course, on
Yes po.
modeling. Mhm. So, why did you decide to do so instead of just continuing your work, wherein it seems that you've been doing so well at your work?
Well, actually po, nagkaroon po kasi ng issue and problem po dun sa mga incentives na natatanggap namin dun sa tulad nga po ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina dun sa mga sa Samsung, you know. Pero
Mhm.
so I decided po na ano muna, mag-quit muna sa work and maghanap ng mga panibagong pwedeng pagkakitaan. And
Uh-huh.
marami po akong nakita sa mga social media no na marami talagang mga modeling po ngayon, especially the runways.
Mhm.
And I've been in this industry for how many years? The reason why that I quit in this industry because marami po ang mga failures and disappointments sa mga nakaraan ng mga laban ko po, no?
Mhm.
But now, since yung parang biglaan halos diretso, landslide po yung pagkapanalo ko eh. Talagang
Mhm.
title, minsan back to back. Ngayon, may laban ako, kinabukasan, title ulit ako. So parang ngayon pinapakita sa akin ni Lord na parang meron akong mayroon akong purpose kung bakit ako nandito ngayon. So that's why
Mhm.
na mas nagka-focus muna po talaga ako dito the for the sign na mga binibigay sa akin ni Lord. Ayun po ang dahilan kung bakit ako nandito ngayon.
Ah, great. So there must be something in the pageantry that you wanted to pursue, no?
Yes
Okay,
po.
so okay, let's continue with Armel muna, Ronya.
Sige pa.
Yes,
Sorry po.
Roniel. Can you tell us more about yourself? Something interesting interesting facts. Yan, yung mga kailangan mo lang i-share na hindi ka naman malalaglag.
Ay, ano, wait lang. Nag-loading.
Hmm?
Hello? Ay,
Yes, yes.
okay. Sa ngayon po, ano po ako, currently nag-work ako ngayon as a production designer po.
Mhm.
Yes, nawawala.
Go ahead lang.
Hello?
Hindi ka nawawala sa sa ere.
Ay, ito na. Currently po, nag-work ako as a production designer, as a freelance, TV commercial po.
Okay, so active ka pa rin sa sa production designing job.
Yes po, ngayon po, yes po. Active pa naman. Then, nawala. No.
No,
Narinig
hindi
niyo po
ka
ako.
nawawala. Just continue.
Kung naririnig ka namin, just continue.
Kasi naglo-loading po kayo lahat. Itim.
No, just continue. Just continue.
Okay. Ayun na. Ayun po.
Ayun. Okay, so let's have Mico naman. Mico, can you tell us about yourself? Mico? Okay, I think hindi siya. How about
Nakamute ka, Mico.
Nakamute po si Mico.
Mico, nakamute ka? Mico, nakamute. Okay, let's have Edcel muna. Go ahead, Edcel. Hello, Edcel. Edcel? Oh, wala si Edcel. So, parang hindi nagsasalita si Edcel. Nagkakaroon tayo ng internet connections dito ngayon. Okay, let's move on with, oh my God, paano na?
Si Armel.
Oh, Armel, Emil, okay ka lang? Si Emil na naman. Okay ka lang,
Armel,
Emil?
yeah.
Armel?
Armel.
Okay ka lang? Ayun, hindi. Okay, let's continue with Ronniel.
Mukha ko lang po ata yung may interview for tonight, sir.
Okay, let's proceed then. So, of all the pageants here in the Philippines, Ronniel, why did you choose to join Mr. Grand Philippines then?
Well, it's kind of interesting question po eh. Why did I join Mr. Gan Philippines sa lahat ng mga pageant? No? The main objectives of Mr. Gan Philippines is to empower the people, and especially the people here in the Philippines. And since that is the main objectives of Mr. Gan, ayun din po kasi yung advocacy ko eh, is to influence and to impact. I want to be an epitome, to influence other people through my experiences, to my the good deeds that I have done as a person. Yun po yung gusto kong mabahagi sa mga tao. And especially for the youth, marami sa atin ngayon, especially ngayon, since we're living currently in pandemic, no, maraming mga nahihirapan, no, sa mga work, sa mga studies. I would like to encourage them, to empower them, to para mas maging malakas, para mas maging better as a person. That is the main for me, that's my main advocacy. Doon po nagko-connect yung advocacy din or yung objectives ng Mr. Gun Philippines po. Kaya po ako sumali ng Mr. Gun Philippines.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you po.
Mhm. Ayun. So, you mentioned about a youth a while ago. So, ang youth kasi this time, these days rather, um, laging sinasabi sa kanila are very entitled. So, what's your opinion on that?
What
What
do
can
you
you
mean
say about that?
entitled po? Can you elaborate the question?
Entitled mean kapag sinabi kasing entitled yung ano, yung mga youth ganyan, parang they can actually stand whatever they wanted to say.
Okay, I see.
Mhm.
Well,
May mga
I mean,
paninindigan silang pinaniniwalaan nilang yun ang tama. It's an
yes, sir.
entitlement.
Well, my opinion about that is I think I've been there in their situation no, sa mga nakaraan nung panahon pa nag-aaral pa po ako. Hindi po natin sila masisisi sa kanilang opinion about opinion sa mga bagay na pinanghahawakan nila because meron po silang tinatawag yun nga po yung paninindigan. But
Mhm.
eventually ma-realize din po nila kung tama o mali yung paninindigan nila sa mga bagay na mararanasan nila sa buhay nila. I mean, yung sa mga susunod pa na kabanata ng buhay nila, malalaman nila yun. Pag nagkamali sila, failures is part of the process. We're learning na mag-take place po dun eh. I mean, like, kung entitled sila sa isang bagay na alam nilang tama, but eventually, kung nalaman nilang mali yun, dun po nila makikita eh. Dun po nila makikita yung parang, ang tawag dito, yung parang fruit ng pagiging entitled na sa bagay, which is yung learning. No, kapag naman tama po sila sa isang bagay na paniniwalaan nila, so it's part of the success as well. No, wala po tayong tawag dito parang criticism about for the youth for being entitled sila sa mga bagay kasi in the end of the day, matututo pa rin po sila. Kagaya ko as a candidate of Mr. Gun Philippines. I have a lot of struggles and failures that I thought this thing is right. But in the end of the day, napatunayan ko na mali. And then now I've learned and I've tried to make it right. That's all po.
Ayun. Thank you so much. How about you, Edcel?
Yes po,
What
ano
can
pong
you say
question po,
about
sir?
sabi kasi ngayon, yung mga youth daw are very entitled. So, what is your opinion on that, being a youth as well?
I think the youth today is not that much more well experienced about their lifestyle.
Mhm.
And then I think so that at the end of the day, they will experience what they deserve in life. And I think that those experience of their lives will get their better in the near future of their lives.
Okay, thank you so much. Eventually, they could learn from what they are, from their mistakes. If in case that, well, their opinion are
Apo,
somehow
pa-
may pagkakamali, may
learn from their mistakes.
misunderstanding, they
Learn from
easily
their
could
own
learn from it.
mistakes, success lives.
Mm-mm.
Tama.
Okay, thank you so much. So, part of entitlement ng ng mga youth kasi is that they're trying to normalize premarital sex. Ibig
Mm.
sabihin um, parang part na ng relationship ang premarital sex based sa paniniwala ng mga youth. So, what can you say about that, Edsel? Ah, naano si Edsel? How about you? What can you say about that, Roniel? So, naniniwala ka ba na yung premarital sex is just normal these days?
I think for me po, if we're going to talk about, biblical, sa Bible, no, malaki po talagang kasalanan na ng premarital sex. Siyempre, kailangan muna natin ikasal bago magawa yung ganyang make love po as sa partner. But
Mhm.
in our society right now, talagang nagiging normalized na po. ang pagiging ganyan na nangyayari. Kaya hindi rin po natin sila masisisi. What we have to do is, if we realize and naramdaman natin sa puso at isip natin na nagkamali tayo doon, then we can ask for forgiveness sa Panginoon. Kasi siya lang naman po mahusga about sa topic na yan eh. Kasi nagkakamali lamang po yan dahil sa Bible na nakalagay bawal po yan. So, in our society, wala po akong masasabi na bawal yan, wag mong gawin yan. It's only sa God na po ang magbabase, maghahatol sa ating kasalanan sa ginagawang premarital sex. But sa topic po na yan, sa society natin, wala po akong masasabi na nagiging normalist nga naman po talaga. Totoo. Pero as much as possible, kailangan natin iwasan. Yun po ang ma-advise ko sa ating lahat.
Okay. So, well, if I understood what you're trying to say, no, it is not normal. However,
Yes po.
diba,
Sa Bible.
let's try to be more responsible of the actions.
Yes, tama po. Siyempre, kapag may mga consequences na nangyayari, especially sa mga youth nga po natin, kapag nagkakaroon ng early pregnancy, minsan din sa mga lalaki, na natatakot po sila sa responsibility na kanilang ginawa. But in the first place, kailangan you have to be accountable sa lahat ng mga bagay na ginagawa mo as a person, no? Para maging good role model tayo, because that is the most important thing as a person eh, the good deeds and the good things that you have done while you are living, no? Ayun kung ano yung matatandaan nila sa iyo as a person. So I think kailangan natin na maging responsible sa lahat ng mga ginagawa natin.
Okay. Thank you. And of course,
Thank you, sir.
nabanggit mo rin kanina yung tawag dito, parang teenage fatherhood.
Yes
So,
po.
teenage fatherhood. So marami kasi ngayon ang ganyang issues din. And in fact, in 2021, tumaas yung tawag dito percentage ng teenage fatherhood given the fact na may pandemic, 'di ba? So nagkaroon pa ngayon ng increase sa teenage fatherhood. Well, teenage pregnancy din. Siyempre, kung may teenage
Yes
fatherhood, ibig sabihin may teenage pregnancy.
Yes po.
So ngayon, do you think that it is just okay to become a father as early as 19 below, in your own opinion?
Well, in my own opinion, po, it is not normal eh. Because we have our own dream. Our own dream, meron tayong focus ng goal. Simula pinag-aral tayo ng mga magulang natin, meron tayong goal na kung saan na much better na maging successful tayo na mas maaga para matulungan natin yung mga taong tumulong sa atin. That is the most important thing. But in that case, may mga nangyayaring mga po nga na maagang nagkakaanak, ganun. Hindi po yun normal. It's a part of the failure, no, sa buhay natin na magkaroon tayo ng maagang responsibilidad. Magiging mali lamang po ito sa mata ng Diyos at sa mata ng maraming tao kung hindi natin papanindigan, kung hindi tayo magiging responsable sa bagay na ginawa nating failure na to. Magiging tama lang to, it will make it right, no, kapag hinawakan mo yung pagiging responsible as a person. Marami pong mga kabataan natatakot sila sa responsibility or the consequences na nagawa nila, no? Kaya po maraming mga tawag dito, mga single mom, mga single dad, dahil sa responsibility na consequence na ganyan. Dahil natatakot sila, baka hindi nila kayang panindigan, but dun po magiging mali lamang ito sa mata ng Diyos, mata ng tao. Hindi po to normal in the first place po. But the only thing that we can make it right is para panindigan natin, gawin natin yung best natin para masuportahan natin itong mga bagay na ito. Yun lamang po.
So sinasabi mo na okay lang maging teenage father as long as maging responsible ka.
Yes po, kasi hindi naman po natin siya may iwasan kung nangyari na, nandyan na yan eh. Magagawa lang po natin to, magiging tama lang po ito if we're going to be a good dad, no? If we're going to be a good father, good mother sa ginawa, sa consequence na nangyari na yan. Gawin mo yung best mo para hindi hindi mangyari sa anak mo itong nangyari sa iyo, no? Try to be
para hindi magkaroon ng cycle.
Yes po, para hindi na po para matapos na po yung cycle na ganoon. Yun po,
Okay.
yung pinaka.
All right. Thank you so much, Ronniel. And how about
Thank
you,
you po.
Edcel? What can you say about that?
Regarding naman po sa my premarital sex po, I beg for disagree for what Ronniel said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, um we as our parent, we as we should be parents soon, should have the best quality experience to our children's, and at the same
Mm-hmm.
time we will provide them the quality needs that they deserve in their lives. So I think that premarital sex should be limit or lesson in our society, should be have a good job before,
Mm-hmm.
prior to have a to enter on that situation, for us to be able to give the deserves of what children should be deserved.
Okay, so ibig mong sabihin, pwede siyang pwede siyang makontrol. It's
Yes, but
controllable.
it's
Mhm.
depend po kasi sa mentality ng isang tao po eh. For just example po, if you're thinking that ay gusto ko magkaanak at the age of 14, at gusto ko magkaanak at the age of 15 para at least makita ko pa yung apo ko, para at the end of the day, kahit matanda na ako, maaabutan ko pa yung mga apo ko. Parang yung
Mhm.
mentality po, yung thinking po kasi parang mali. So we should avoid that thinking for us to be able to achieve the greatest things in our lives mo.
Ayun, thank you so much for that. At least no, there are there are more things to be done kasi when we somehow follow, 'di ba, yung proper age of marriage, 'di
Yes po.
ba? Kasi
But
nga
somehow,
syempre mm. Mm.
yun nga, kailangan talaga may iwasan po yung mga ganyan pangyayari nga para maiwasan
Aha.
nga natin yung mga consequence, kasi dahil nga dumadami itong mga unresponsible youth na
Mhm.
pagka dumarating sa kanila yung buhay na mga ganyan, nahihirapan sila, natatakot sila, no? Pero what
Mhm.
I mean is, pag yun nangyari na po, so ito nangyari
Mhm.
na nga eh, hindi inaasahan eh, anong gagawin mo? So, natatakot ka, anong gagawin mo? Hindi mo papanindigan yun, di ba? So,
Mhm.
we have to be responsible in the things that sa ginagawa natin sa lahat. So, but as
Mhm.
much as possible, kailangan natin mag-aral muna,
Mhm.
tapos tayo ng pag-aaral. Mag-focus tayo sa goal kung saan matutulungan natin na much better ang mga magulang natin.
Okay.
Ayun ang pinaka-importante doon. Para
Mhm.
maiwasan po natin itong mga gantong. So, advice ko rin po sa mga youth. So, aral-aral muna po, guys.
Mhm. Ayun nga, so since nagkakaroon nga ng ganitong increase, no, where do you think is the problem coming from? Where is the root of the problem? Is it in education or in the family?
I think in their own perception of people eh. So sa mismong perception nila yun eh. And meron
Uh-huh.
din big role po ang mga magulang dito. Siyempre, may big role ang mga magulang dito para masubaybayan, mabigyan ng right values and knowledge ang mga kanilang mga anak about sa pangyayaring ganito nagaganap. Kasi minsan no, nangyayari lamang to pag masyadong napapabayaan na ang mga anak ng kanilang mga magulang eh. And especially sa mga barkada, piliin po din natin mga barkada natin para maiwasan din natin mga ganitong pangyayari. Much better, piliin natin yung mga tao kung saan tayo mas magiging mabuting tao, mas
Uh-huh.
marami tayong matututunan. Yun yung kadalasan po kasi kapag minsan, especially sa youth, ngayon, ganito napapansin ko eh. Pag marami silang nagagawang problema, minsan ina-advisean silang magulang nila. They will think that wala silang kakampi. Iniisip nila parang ano ba to, wala akong kakampi dito sa bahay. So, maghahanap sila ng attention sa mga barkada kung saan mas magiging masaya sila. Ito yung tinatawag na temporary happiness eh. Yung
Mhm.
yung pag-aanak, yung salambuha sa mga ibang tao, lalaki, babae, ganyan, which is dito
Mhm.
papasok yung premarital sex eh. So we have to be responsible at all times. Kailangan, and the most important thing, bata pa lang tayo tayong mga magulang, kailangan dapat binibigyan natin ng right knowledge yung itong mga bata na ito. And especially binibigay din natin, pinapakilala natin si Lord sa kanila para maging tama yung puso at isip nila sa mga susunod na futures ng buhay nila. Yun lang
Okay,
po
thank
yung
you so much.
advice ko.
How about you, Edcel? What can you say about that? Na saan nanggagaling yung ano yung ugat nung um, premarital sex problem natin ngayon?
Okay. I think po proper education po. Kasi po yung premarital sex po is that kailangan po tinuturo kasi sa paaralan. Kasi at least bata pa sila, alam na nila. Kasi minsan kasi improper giving the knowledge from our parents kasi most likely premarital sex, 'di ba? Just like 13, 14, 15, 16, they don't have the knowledge na para ito sa mga kabataan nila eh. Kaya dapat pinapaaral po natin yung mga anak natin sa paaralan should have proper education about the premarital sex. So, yung ugat po is proper education for us to be able to avoid that situation, and then they will keep that knowledge until they grow, until they reach that age for them to be able to have that knowledge, and then madadala nila hanggang sa pagtanda nila, okay, kailangan ko muna mag-aral. At the age of 28, kailangan ko nang maghanap ng jowa or partner sa life. At the age of 30, dapat may anak na ako. Parang ganun pa, at least they have the savings, they have they prepared for whatever things they will encountered in their lives po.
Ayun, thank you so much. So nasabi mo rin lang naman yung education, no? Parang education system din ng Pilipinas, no? So dito sa kasi sa education kasi natin, binaba yung yung tawag dito, yung range ng tawag dito, yung range kasi na naging 12 years old. Tama ba ako? Tama ba ako? So, ano yung opinion mo doon? Kasi naging isa to sa sa mga issues recently na from 16 to
Age
12
of
na ngayon.
reason? The age of reason.
The age of reason.
Alam mo yung age of reason, baka hindi nila alam. The age of reason is yung para bang may responsibility na yung isang bata, at kasi I think it's 14, dapat 14 ang law, and then there was a claymore that they need to bring it down na dapat yung at 12 years old may age of reason na, so that means may kaalaman na ang bata. So
Parang
pwede na siya.
binibigyan na siya ng kaalaman.
Parang pwede
binibigyan na siya ng kaalaman na
at
tungkol
responsibilidad. Let's say, ano kasi yun eh, parang it leads towards the crime na nagawa niya eh.
Oo.
So, yun ang age of reason eh. Yun ang idea ng age of reason. So, what's the question, Francois?
So ano yung opinion mo doon? Parang agree ka ba na ibaba yung age of reason sa 12?
Na
Or
at 12
mas
years
better?
old ay
Oo.
dapat may pananagutan na ang isang bata? Yan ang tanong. I think that's the question is.
Yes.
Parang, would you agree that a 12-year-old guy or child who committed a mistake, I would not tell it a crime, but a mistake, na pwede na siyang mapanagot sa ginawa niya?
Actually, I think hindi po. Kasi kahit 12 years old po ako, prior of my 24 years old, wala pa akong sarili pang pag-iisip na matino.
Okay.
So I think that 12 years old is I agree with that constitution po of the Philippines na dapat at the age of 18 kasi minsan nga 15, 16 years old wala pa din sa matinong pag-iisip na they will do this because under pa sila ng parang ganon. So kailangan po natin ng exact knowledge po, and at the same time experiences sa buhay para at least madala-dala nila hanggang pagtanda nila.
So parang yung 12 years old is still in need of a guidance of a parents or a foster family or a guardian, parang ganun. And if ever that child committed a mistake, then it's the responsibility of the parent or the
Yes,
guardian.
yes po.
Mhm. Okay. Sige. May tanong ako, dahil dalawa na lang kayo naiwan eh. So, it's something like this, no? Alam natin na male pageantry is not as parang hindi siya masyadong tinatanggap compared to female pageantry. Alam natin 'yon. Na mas marami talagang kumbaga mas sikat pa ang female na pageant compared to male pageantry. So, in your opinion, ano yung parang what could be irrelevance of having a male pageantry in today's world? Or what is the relevance of having Mr. Grand Philippines now in the country? Parang ganon. In your opinion.
I think for me, sir, kaya lang naman naging mas parang tinatangkilik ang female pageant is because of all culture eh. Naging culture na po yun ng buong mundo eh, and especially the Philippines eh. Pero ngayon, sa palagay ko panahon naman para sa mga male pageantry na makilala kami as one of a kind influencer. No, we have this knowledge in our own advocacy to influence other people, no? Hindi lang lalo na kapag sa mga lalaki kapag nagkapamilya, kami ang magiging sandigan ng ng family, no? So kailangan magkaroon din ng isang example, no? Like us, and especially the Mr. Grand Philippines, the main objective about this is to empower, no? As a man kailangan namin may ipakita na we are one of a kind influencer, na hindi lamang po babae ang kayang influencehan para maging mabuting tao ang mga tao, and especially the people here in the Philippines, no? And it's about time, and especially that Mr. Grand Philippines is the main objective about this is to empower other people, and I think this one will going to be number one, because since that kaming mga candidates ng Mr. Grand is our aim is to be number one po.
Yeah. Yes, of course, no. We aim for that na dapat maging influencer tayo in a good way. Si Edcel, ano yung nasa isip ni Edcel on
Yung
what's the
question po nga,
relevance?
sir.
Same
Ano pong
question.
question?
Anong relevance ng, 'di ba? Alam natin na yung male pageant is hindi siya mas sikat compared sa female pageant. So, sa inyong pananaw, ano ba yung relevance of having male pageant or having the Mr. Grand Philippines at this time?
I think the relevance of the Mr. Grand Philippines or male pageant nowadays is for us to be able to share our platform in the social media or to the world, because female pageant the same platform, and as men has the same platform also. So it's time for us male pageant to share our advocacy and our platform so that we can inspire other people and we can give them the knowledge about our platform so that they can able to have knowledge and then learning also po. So it's all about the advocacy that we can share to the world.
So parang naging the relevance is like the pageant was a platform of young men to show themselves that meron din silang magawa, meron din silang gustong gawin for the betterment of the community.
Not only for the physical appearance of
of course,
as men, not only in our physical appearance to showcase to them, also our advocacy po.
Yep, of course, no. It's not about physique, but it's about the total package of the person.
Yes,
How you influence others through
It's all
this
about
platform.
your purpose.
Yes, the purpose and the platform. Okay, sige. We will be catching some questions or some comments from our viewers. So we are soliciting questions from our viewers. Nawala si Mico and si
Armel po.
Armel, due to internet connection, they have sent me a message. So unfortunately, there is really a difficulty of internet this time due to the habagat, the rain, and the low pressure area. So uh, anyway, we'll have them. Sige, walang katanungan dito. So anyway, so we will continue to talk more on like uh Ronel already had mentioned about the parang the purpose of having the Mr. Grand Philippines. I don't know,
Safe
to be
power.
having platform, having, may tanong ako na like how did you prepare, no? Paano mo pinaghandaan ang pageant na ito? Si Edcel, ang unahin natin.
Actually po, sir, I was 90 kilogram before. So again, I lost weight. And then meron ang kilogram ko na lang po ngayon is down for 76. So
Wow.
medyo lose weight po ako ngayon, and then at the same time medyo ako po yung pinakamataba sa batch namin. So I need to have a good physique. So and at the same time good communication skills so that I can tell the stories of my life to the whole world. And also my platform.
Yeah, of course. So what are the preparations? Of course, on the physique side, we know already you go to the gym, you do a lot of exercise, but how did you prepare mentally, or you've mentioned already like you are preparing for like Q&A or it's communication skills. So what are the things that you've done on this side?
Actually my styling was already done. Then at the same time, ready to pick up na lang po, and then ready to bring in the Manila and the national stage of Mr. Grand. But in my mentality, it was a hard time for me because gusto ko lang kasi mapag-isa. So medyo mahirap sa akin ngayon kasi a lot of courtesy call from the government, officers, volunteers. At the same time, medyo gala konti to have engagement from our local designers. So medyo new things po to sa akin yung ganito. So medyo nag-a-adjust pa ako. So to makipaghalubilo sa mga tao po.
Parang na limelight agad. Parang ganun.
Opo. Parang ganun. So medyo yung preparation, medyo may kahirapan, pero tinutodo ko na po kasi minsan lang yung national pageant.
Yeah, of course. So, tama. Minsan lang talaga to. Minsan lang mangyari sa buhay natin. Minsan lang na mayroong Edcel from Iloilo who will be joining Mr. Grand Philippines in 2022. There might be 2023, 2024, but in the year. So, it's something like give the best na. Parang gano'n. Okay, so kailan ba yung Mr. Grand Philippines mangyayari, Edcel?
September po.
There's no specific date po pero meron pong binigay, supposed to be September 24 po siya, but that date is a tentative pa po. Hindi pa po siya
Tentative date na po siya.
Yeah. So September 20
probably next week, probably this week po. Ma-release na po yung exact date.
Ma-finalize na. And of course the place will be in Metro Manila, I suppose.
Yes po.
Okay. Si Ronel, paano mo pinaghandaan ang pageant na to? What are the activities that you have done or continually working on?
Well, sabi ko nga po kanina, I've been in this industry for how many years, no? I've been in regional pageants, no? Maraming best na rin ako natalo, no failures and disappointment. And now this time, ginagawa ko yung best ko para, to win this crown, the Mr. Grand. But in general, nagpo-focus po talaga ako sa mentality ko because the main objectives is to empower me. No, it's winning pageantry is not about having a beautiful body and being the most intelligent person. Among your co-candidates, the most important thing is the reputation po Yung what is the reason why you join in this pageant po. Yun ang yung pinaka-importante. So mas doon ako nagfo-focus to influence other people na makita nila si Ronniel Absalud na wow, si Ronniel ito na siya. No, ang sarap gayahin na itong dating ganito lang, ngayon ganyan na, no. Sarap maging role model Doon po ako mas nagfo-focus besides sa aking body and face. No? But actually, yun po, nag-workout po ako, syempre. And ang pinaka number one, syempre, our physique and physical appearance. That is the most important thing. But para sa akin talaga, yun nga po, yung mindset mo. And on how to influence other people. Of course, we have our own advocacy. Other candidates also na meron din po silang own advocacy to help and to influence other people to be good and better person. But for me, I have the best reputation on this pageant. That's how I prepare this pageant.
So parang it's like there's no other way than winning.
Yes po. There's not.
That's the mentality. That's
Yes,
the
kailangan
objective of
mag-focus
isang
ka sa
Ronel.
mga-
Parang ganon.
Yes. I mean, I know. I know to myself, no. Sa mga co-candidates ko, ang daming mas pogi sa akin, mas magagandang katawan sa akin, but hindi ko yung tinitake as negative thing, no? Mas nagiging motivation sa akin yun para mas maging handa, no? Para mas maging mag-prepare sa pageant na to. Nung nakita ko sila, wow, talagang iba to, ibang laban na to ako. But hindi ako pangiinaan ng loob. I will do my best, to showcase myself as I'm deserving, to be Mr. Gang Philippines 2022 po.
Yeah, tama. Kasi pag if you are joining a certain thing, a certain competition, and you are thinking of losing already, then there's no point of continue
That's correct.
the competition, no? Because
I mean, if your main objective is just to, parang tawag dito yung
Nakasali lang.
makilala,
Oo.
for the fame, no, it's not worth it. Para sa akin, kasi national na to, marami ng tao, buong Pilipinas, no, nanonood para sa iyo. So you have to be the best version of yourself, no, para maging good role model and one of a kind influencer.
Yeah.
Paano
At
ka
saka,
magiging number
yeah,
one?
Diba? And then kahit matapos na yung pageant, I hope that I will see Ronel after the pageant, win or lose. So I hope that you will continue your what you are doing, what are the things that you make that makes you happy. Kasi ganoon naman kasi karamihan kasi ng natin sa mga candidates is that like the preparation was really on a hype when the pageant is coming, no? They went to the gym, they went to a lot of work, a lot of courtesy calls, a lot of social gatherings, picture dito, picture doon, and then eventually nag-fade. So I hope so that when I see like win or lose 2 or 3 years from now, I will see Ronel as like I have gained a lot from that pageant.
Yes,
Mr. Grand was the best or one of the best experience that I had, and here I come now.
Yes nga po. Yun nga rin po yung
everything.
gusto kong i-share sa mga tao. No, katulad nga sinabi ko na marami na rin ako nasalihan ng mga regional pageants, and yung mga that time yun, nakala ko talaga mananalo na ako eh. Talagang, ready na ako, no? Parang ganun. So, maraming disappointment and struggles akong pinagdaanan bago ako nandito ngayon sa aking harapan, sa inyong harapan as a candidate of Mr. Gan Philippines. Ayun yung gusto kong ibigay na knowledge and experience sa kanila na hindi nagtatapos yung dream natin doon, no? It doesn't mean that our journey or yung dream natin is the end of something. Let's always remember that it's the beginning of something else, no? Ayun po yung pinaka-importante doon. Huwag tayong susuko. As long as naniniwala ka sa sarili mo, maraming criticisms dyan. Even your loved ones, even your families were going to criticize you if you're not doing well in your life. But the most important thing, huwag kang susuko sa sarili mo. Just be a good role model, be a good person, and that's it. I think bibigay ni Lord sa'yo yung the best para sa'yo.
Yes, correct. Thank you very much. No, that's really a strong word. No, from a really determined person. Si Edcel naman. Hello, Edcel. How are you?
Hi po.
Nanahimik si Edcel. So you're from Iloilo. So ano ba yung kasi parang meron na tayong mga regional ngayon. No? I'm from Iloilo. I'm from Tarlac. So when we are going to ask you, ano yung maibahagi mo sa buong Philippines as Mr. Grand candidate or eventually if winning the title Mr. Grand Philippines as an Ilonggo? Ano yung qualities mo as an Ilonggo na pwede mong madala? Or ano yung mga experiences or something like what you have that you are very proud of na dadalhin mo as a Mr. Grand candidate? Mr. Grant, Philippines candidate.
I
Rather.
think I should bring the aspects of preserving the culture and history of as a Ilonggo. Because as
Mm-hmm.
we Ilonggo, we have more historical churches, and then the culture, the food, especially our Lapas Batchoy, knowing that known Lapas Batchoy is known as the national food not only here in Iloilo, but kapag bumibisita ka dito sa Iloilo, you should try our Lapas Batchoy. So one of the best food that we can offer when you visit Iloilo. So kapag nasabi yung Iloilo, and then Lapas Batchoy is known in our food, the culture, the history itself of as we Ilonggos, we can bring those aspects in the national stage.
I love your La Paz Batchoy. I've been in
Yes.
Iloilo many times, so very nice. It's really different. It's not the same as like the Paris of Manila, but it's the
Yes.
La Batchoy. It was really different. It's the it's the uh, um it's the sabaw, no, the soap,
Yep.
the soup
Yes po.
and the ingredients, and of course the noodles that makes it different. Okay, ano naman, si Ronel from um
From
Tarlac.
Tarlac po.
Yes, from Tarlac. Ano yung madala mo from Tarlac na you are very proud of uh to the national stage as a
Well,
uh,
that is interesting question po kasi Tarlac is considered as the melting pot of Central Luzon. Pag
mhm.
sinabi po kasi natin melting pot of Central Luzon, ito yung kung saan nagsama-sama yung mga Kapampangan, Tagalog, and mga Ilocano. Well, the most interesting part about this is that even though we have this kind of language barrier or tinatawag na cultural barrier na kung saan iba-iba pinanggalingan kami ng iba't ibang lahi, no, hindi po
Mhm.
naging dahilan yun, hindi naging hadlang yun para hindi kami magkaisa-isa. Because here at Tarlac we are one, no? And if you're going to be here in Tarlac, mapapansin mo kahit na iba-iba kami ng pinanggalingan ng lahi, pag nagsama-sama kami, no, we can no, we get along na mas nagiging mas masaya. Ganun po. And especially the food here, hindi mo na kailangan pumunta ng Pampanga, hindi mo na kailangan pumunta ng Pangasinan. No, andito na lahat sa Tarlac kasi nagsama-sama na rito po lahat. And that's one of the important thing that I'm proud of here as a Tarlaceños.
Mm,
Yun po yun.
yep, sige. Thank you very much.
Thank you po.
I-brief natin si Armel. Hi, Oh, nawala tuloy si Armel nang tinawag ko na. Parang nagkakahiyaan tayo with Armel. Sige.
Naglalag po siguro.
So we are encouraging you, our not televiewers rather, but our viewers, our Facebook and the YouTube viewers, to ask questions, especially to our candidates, so that we will be informed and know them a lot, no, and keep our support, our likes, our heart to their videos, to their social media accounts. And it's not only like that, but rather share, no, share their advocacy,
Opo.
share their words also to others. No?
And especially the page po right now, you can share it para mas marami makakita ng live natin for tonight.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
I would like to take this opportunity para mag-thank you po sa lahat ng mga viewers natin for tonight po. And especially sa host po natin kay Sir Dondi po. Thank you po sa inyo
Yep.
for having us for tonight.
Yeah.
Mukhang
Yes,
wala
of
pong ganong
course.
mga nagko-comment.
Thank you also for pinaunlakan niyo ang aming imbitasyon. And sorry for some technicalities, no, that we are experiencing. But before that, hindi pa naman tayo matatapos. We still have like 15 more minutes before we end this conversation. So walang masyadong tanong ngayon like last time, there were a lot of things. But anyway, we will have a game na lang. So we have this mga palaro-laro natin. Mystery crowns, diretsuin na lang natin. Sige, morning or evening, and bakit, Ronel?
Evening po. Kasi mas relaxable ang evening kaysa sa morning eh. Mas
Oh,
mas doon tayo nakakapag alone moment, no, na nakakapag mag-isa, naisip natin yung mga bagay na pwede nating gawin, and for me, evening po.
okay. Edcel, morning or evening?
Evening po. Kasi po, I believe that we need rest
Pero
after the
mahina.
long.
Oh,
I
bakit?
believe we need to rest after a long day that we have that work or something that we can spend time on the daytime. So at the end of the day, we deserve the rest from our body and also in our mind from thinking po.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. The evening is really like, where parang people really wanted to rest. No? Parang, so that's why
Yes
evening
po.
pinili mo. See, Armel. Armel is from Davao del Norte, and people really
Sorry po.
miss you, Armel, because you were in and out, but it's okay. Fully understood that you have internet difficulty, internet connectivity right now. So, dito na tayo sa segment na parang palaro or something like a fast talk, but since I cannot do fast talk because there are three of you. So, have your choice and then explain ng konti. Like, morning or evening and why? Armel.
Hello. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
morning or evening and why? Ano piliin
Eve-
mo?
Evening po.
Yes, why?
Hello?
Yes, continue. Just continue. Walang problema.
Wala.
Nawala na naman siya. Wala si Armel. Okay, sige, next tayo. Career or love? Edsel.
I think I would choose career
Mm-hmm.
because if someone loves you, they will support whatever you wanted to be in your life.
Mm-hmm. Tama. Diba?
Correct.
If somebody's being in love with me, then dapat suportahan niya ako, di ba?
Of
That's it.
course.
At
But
kung
at least kasi yung
ikaw din ang
mentality kasi
nagmahal, di ba? Kung ikaw din ang nagmahal, susuportahan mo din, di ba?
of course naman po. Kasi yung mentality kasi minsan ng tao kasi they always choose love over their career because kasi mawawala yung pagmamahal. Parang ganun kung okay, trabaho lang trabaho. Yung mentality kasi minsan ng mga Pinoy parang ganun. So they
Yeah.
cannot parang wala silang paninindigan sa sarili. Parang ganun. So if that someone loves you so much, then
Ronel, career or love?
they will spend time the rest of your life and they will support you whatever you wanted to be in your life.
Same din po naman sa akin, syempre,
Yes.
career.
Yama.
Ano? Career po, syempre, number
Bakit?
one dahil ngayon. Sinabi nga po nila, dahil kung nga talaga naman mahal na mahal ka ng tao, then he or she will support you no matter what happened, di ba? Kasi kung saan ka magiging masaya, dun dapat din siya maging masaya. She or he will love you unconditionally dapat. Yun yung pinakamaganda dun sa love.
Nako, makapagsana all naman tayo diyan. Sana all.
Po.
Sige, next po. Photos or videos? Would you like to have of yourself, ha? What do you prefer? Photo or video? Ronel.
Sa akin po, videos eh. Mas marami pong magagawa yung videos kaysa sa photos. Na mas maraming mga memories na makukuha na ng videos. It's more and much more entertaining kasi ang videos, no? Kaysa sa photos. So, basically yun po yung reason kaya videos.
Okay. Si Edcel.
Same thing as what Ronniel said. I will choose videos because of it has more entertainment to give us when nanonood tayo. So, yun po. Kasi kung videos po kasi pwede din naman natin ma-screenshot to have photos eh.
Yeah,
Yep.
Our technology right now is very advanced. No?
Yep. Sige, next. Being smart or being handsome? Edcel, first.
I think smart.
Why?
Being smart is something that looking for that tinitingala ka ng isang tao. Kasi our technology nowadays is more advanced and then more high end. So we can have more enhancement for us to be able to achieve that handsome or beautiful face. So kasi yung katalinuhan is yun yung isang biggest factor ng isang tao eh. That we cannot be able to get or we cannot able to nakaw parang ganon. So I will be prefer to choose smart over than handsome.
Sir, ako ba? Sa akin, I will also choose smart eh. We have this called true knowledge eh, when it comes to smart. Meron tayong tinatawag na parang smart street knowledge eh, and educational knowledge or education knowledge kung saan nanggagaling yun sa academics, yan sa schools, no? I will tell you a short story of mine po na nangyari sa akin nung high school kasi ako palagala. And that is, wag yung gagayahin nyo, no? Kailangan mag-aral kayo, gawin nyo lahat ng best ninyo. Nung na-realize ko lang na kailangan talaga natin mag-aral ng mabuti, guys, nung time na nasubukan ko mag-work. And it's very hard for you to, makipagsabayan sa mundo kung wala ka talagang knowledge, kung wala ka talagang alam. That is the most important thing na kailangan talaga natin mag-aral una pa lang. Kasi magsisisi lang kayo guys kapag nandun na kayo sa party ng parang hirap na hirap na kayo. Sa sitwasyon ng wala kayong alam or wala kayong pinag-aralan. So that's why mas okay talaga na una pa lang mag-aral na kayo ng mabuti. And yun, madidevelop yun. If you're, nung time na nag-aral na ako, guys, ulit sa college, sineryoso ko na talaga, nag-serious ako sa pag-aaral. Doon ko lang napatunayan na ang sarap-sarap talaga mag-aaral, guys. Lalo kapag maraming mga taong naniniwala sa iyo, nagpapatulong sa iyo, and I'm very proud to myself na hindi lang ako nag-stay doon sa part ng ganun. So I will choose smart. Sport or gym? Nagkaano kayo, sir? Hindi ko po kayo dumadinig.
Wala pong audio po.
Naka-mute po kayo, sir.
Sports or gym?
Sports or gym?
Parang
Gym po,
involved in sports or mag-gym ka?
Gym po. Actually, ang sports ko po is basketball. But unfortunately right now, hindi na ako masyado nakakapaglaro since nga na pandemic. And mas na-addict ako sa gym ngayon, especially that we are preparing for our body for Mr. Grand Philippines po. So, and hindi lang po kasi syempre para sa katawan natin yun, for also our health eh. Para mas maging malakas tayo, mas maging flexible tayo. So, I'll choose gym.
Okay. Sige.
Just gonna close the light.
Okay. Edcel, sports or gym? Involved in sports or gym?
I would rather choose to gym than sports because I mentioned earlier that I have a 90 kilogram before and then at the same time nag-lose weight po ako hanggang 76 kilograms. So sa tulong po ng gym, malaki po yung tulong ng gym sa akin to my preparation in this upcoming pageant of Mr. Grand Philippines for me to be able to have a good physique and at the same time makipagsabayan po sa mga co-candidates ko na they also prepared na po sa pageant, so I need to have more focus on gym than my sports.
Yep. Sige, next. Living in the city or in the province?
Ako po, sir?
Yes, ikaw muna.
I would rather be on the province because of the culture, the nature. It gives me more peaceful mind and then more focus to think because of the fresh airs, sounds of the winds. So it gives me more ano nga pong tawag dun? It gives me more sa mentality ko po. It gives me more focus and at the same time
Relax
medyo
ka, parang
maganda po
gano'n.
yung relax po, yung medyo cozy po yung ambience natin doon.
Mhm. Sige, si Ronel.
Sir, for me, siyempre city. Diyan mas maraming opportunity. Mas maraming
Mhm.
opportunity diyan, maraming mga pwedeng pagkakitaan in the first place, syempre. But for me, since that I'm living in a province and I'm in love with my province, I will choose province though. And nakaka-relax po talaga kung nasanay kayo dito and very chilling, hindi masyadong crowded, hindi yung population okay lang din, no? Kaya mas okay po ang province para sa akin.
Mhm. So, yeah, so thank you very much for
Thank you
being
po.
honest, no? For the sa mga sagot at saka mga katanungan na binigay din ng mga sa mga katanungan from the audience, of course, and your answers to some of those. Remember that during this parang fast talk, we knew more about you, like with the way you answered city, province, whatsoever. The more that we have been informed on the how you look at things, how did you uh, parang not explain but rather show being you, no? I always say that um, physic, to have a both physic and of course a not only as a communication but an opportunity and willing to convey the opinion of the person. So during this time that there is like a question and answer, and you were given to tell to us, no, to tell to the people on who is Ronel and who is Edcel. And with that, we're very thankful that you have shared a lot of your lives, and we will be supporting you. Of course, we will continue to support you. So it's 9:24. We will be it's really nice to talk much, but since we are in limited time, so before we end this live sessions, we would like to have parting words from you, both of you, and then you can promote your social media account, and people who you believe that you need to say thanks and acknowledgement, then you do so. Call Ronel first.
Of course, maraming salamat po sa inyo, sir, sa inyo po ni Sir Francio, sa pag-imbita sa amin for tonight po, for having us guest sa gabi na to. And for our viewers for tonight, maraming salamat din po sa sumuporta. You can follow and subscribe Pageant Bag Philippines po para po din po sa amin yun. And then, sa lahat po ng mga tao, no, hindi lang po sa Tarlac, I would like to be Mr. Gan Philippines para po sa inyo, para mas makatulong ako, mas maging ma-influensyahan ko kayo on how to be a good and better person po. And for my following sponsor po, I would like to thank for Blessed Amir Sunset Resort in Batangas po. Idera Aesthetic, House of Victoria by Jomar Peralta po, which is po siya po yung mag-provide po ng official swimwear po namin sa Mr. Gan Philippines po yun. And Jogger Studio, RHM Style Studio, Mento Cork, Perfumo, Cinesia International, Sara Leia Travel and Tours, Piaro Beach Resort, Famous Apparel, and for my sponsor, Lean Aesthetic Center po and RX Smiles Dental Center. Maraming salamat po sa inyo pag-support, and especially to my province, Tarlac province, maraming salamat, and for my family, and especially to my mom who are very supportive to me nasa abroad po. Connie De Vera, maraming salamat sa iyo, ma. Mag-ingat ka palagi dyan. Nasa Japan po siya ngayon. Mag-isa lang po niya. And yun po, maraming salamat po sa inyo, and I hope to nagpe-pray po ako na sana supportahan niyo po kami sa parating na laban namin sa Mr. Gam Philippines. And I will do my best, matalo manalo, I will gonna do my best, to influence other people and to be a good role model to each and every one of you guys. So thank you so much for having us for tonight.
Thank you very much, Ronel, for being with us tonight. So yeah, Edcel, it's your time to say thanks to the people who have been supporting you, and words of acknowledgement.
Before I would like to say thank you to everyone, I would like to apologize for my location and my difficulties about my internet connections. Kasi andito pa kasi sa labas ng bahay for me to be able to have the best connections. So I would like to thank to our sponsors, One Smile City Dental Center by Miss Jessie Maloles and Sir Steve De La Cruz, Paboreti, Gold's Gym, TD & Co, and To Go Travel. And to my personal sponsors, Ruruji Aesthetic Center of Iloilo City. For my veneer sponsor, Mr. Pridge Carmelo of Caspe Carmelo Dental Center. And of course, to our local designers here in Iloilo for giving me the opportunity to have the best wardrobes in the national stage of Mr. Grand Philippines. I would like to say thank you so much for the kindness and support for my journey. And of course, to Mr. Sir Mike Reyes and Director of Mr. Grand Philippines, Sir Mark Alveros, maraming salamat po. And of course, Pageant Mags Philippines, like and follow and subscribe on their YouTube channel.
Yes, thank you very much, Edcel, for
Nawala na
being with
naman si
us.
Armel.
Nawala na naman si ano. So, yeah. So, thank you very much. So, in behalf of Pageant Mag Philippines, I would like to congratulate you as early as this time for your participation on Mr. Grand Dr. Mark of Pageant of Mr. Grand Philippines for giving us the opportunity to know you more and to be here on the page. So to all our viewers, on behalf of Francois, he's lost in connection right now. This is Donny Janicera, your pageant correspondent, and would like to say thank you very much for everyone. Please do subscribe and follow Pageant Mag Philippines on all our multimedia platforms so that you will be able to be notified with the latest of what is happening on pageant, either male or female pageants. Thank you very much and have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay po.
Audio Jungle.